if you want to mess people up, just start changing definitions of words, right? So now I'm thinking, well, I think you're talking about this, but really you're talking about something different. And that's how you weaponize
You
stuff.
redefine the argument.
Right.
You redefine the argument. And from my marketing side of things, that's what I want to do. I want to redefine the word, right?
Yep,
And it's a devious technique.
Well, Scott, the
it
thing you
is.
were mentioning though about engineers, and I went, specifically into one field that's hard science to another one that's the soft sciences. And in fact,
Yeah.
that was my goal to kind of bring some of the hard science part of me to the soft sciences. Um, and I went into, so I was an engineer, and the thing that I was going to say about like civil engineering or electrical or computer engineering, I mean, the thing that's amazing about it is that you can put it together, and just about every time you will get a certain result. I mean, there's
Yeah.
not like, well, kind of work. I mean, basically, if you're building a skyscraper and you got these plans 100% of the time, based upon all the calculations, this thing's going to work unless there's some sort of unforeseen soil issue or something like that. But assuming
Right.
everything is done, and even the soil preparation needs to be done to a certain, compaction and certain, all that stuff. So, I mean, you're
Yeah.
going from a field that, is about as sure, as they come, or if you're making a widget, I mean, every single widget is going to be identical,
Yeah.
and if they're not, then that business will probably go out of business because there is an importance of this replication. Whereas in the world of therapy, I mean, it's every case is so different, and the research that's done, even CBT, I was talking to you about that earlier, cognitive behavioral therapy, that's probably the most evidence base of all the therapies out there. And there's been so much research that's been done in so many different applications, but it really still comes down to the person. There could be, 90%, 95% say this is the way to go. And by the way, it's never quite that high, but let's say it's even
Yeah.
say, 70%, of the studies say using CBT with this particular situation will result in, a 50% reduction or whatever of the symptoms.